Welcome to our channel. Doctors Karen and Matilda here. We're happy to see our new and returning viewers checking us out this week. We have another question on board for you, and this one is a little big one. This one is applicable to the articles and texts we choose. So we hope you find this one tremendously as helpful as we did while we were studying. What is academic review? That's the question on the board for this clip. And it's really uh, a review of a paper before it's published. It's critically evaluated by scholarly experts before it's published. And even your thesis before defense, you have reviewers who will look at it and vet it. And the goal is to evaluate, examine, and vet that product, that written academic product, to ensure it delivers quality, originality, and of course, academic integrity. And Tennant et al. 2017 will help us to understand that even better in their article. Reviewers are experts and they're expected to be able to give a fair, knowledgeable, and respectful feedback on an article or a thesis. The goal is never to cast it away, but to make it better, to improve the final product. Because if you're going to publish your work, it should be it should meet the basic academic standard. So reviewers are really the gatekeepers of our academic work. And we should applaud them because most times they work for free. They assess work given to them in their expert field for content relevance, if the methodology and data collection methods used are credible, and most of all, they give the author expert feedback. Because sometimes an expert will trigger a thought or challenge you to make your writing more efficient, tighten it, and narrow it to the point where it really covers area or the topic we're writing on in a way that is clear, concise, and standardized according to the academic ethics. I put this thing in two tables and I forgot to mention one is quality and one is integrity. So we looked at quality in the previous comments and now we look at integrity. And we talk about ethics and academic standards. Sometimes they're general and sometimes these two are university specific. But most universities have there's an ethics committee attached to them. And it's applicable to scientific research where human beings or animals, any living being, I guess, that is attached to it. But in general, the standards is for everyone. You have your referencing standards, you have your writing and grammatic standards, etc. So this is an important part of the review process. They also look at this. And that expert feedback, I wrote 3 articles while I was pursuing my PhD studies. And we went through, I think I had 3 reviewers for each paper. And the amount of feedback they give, there was no way we could have taken all on board. So we had to make a choice because I had co-authors. We had to make a choice to collapse because some of the feedback overlapped. Although they separated it, we found it overlapped. And we had to justify why we didn't take some of the feedback on board. So we had to really vet the article and do the rationale to and the defense in such a way that we accept and appreciate the feedback given, but it wasn't applicable to this particular part of it, wasn't applicable to that particular article. But we were willing to put it in another article on board for future writing. So you got to be very careful when you're dealing with your reviewers. In the previous clip, I didn't know if I mentioned that your reviewers have to ensure you meet all these uh, requirements because you're contributing to a larger body of work in your field. So it must meet standards and be ethically and uh, correct and lay out in a way that doesn't embarrass you nor the entire field. In our next clip, we'll be answering another question, either one that we wanted to know the answer to and found it by trial and error. And once you put yours in the comment section, we will be answering yours as well. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We do appreciate your support and thank you for watching. From the desk of Drs. Karen and Matilda, have a great weekend and bye.